My name is Mike Sullivan. I'm a former IRS agent and teaching instructor. I've worked at IRS for a decade. I've been in private practice for 4 decades. I've been doing this around 50 years. Welcome to my YouTube channel. They're less than 5 minutes. The only promotion I do is to let you know if you need effective and affordable IRS resolution or consultation, give us a call. I have been on every major news station. The subject that I'm speaking to you today about, I have been on 5 news stations talking to you about this. So I want to talk to you about all the media and the portrayals of the 87,000 agents that are coming out to go ahead and go after you. So I want to talk to you today about that. I have 4 minutes to do it, and you'll know everything that you need to know. I've been interviewed because I'm a former IRS agent on all these news stations, and they wanted to know my take on this. All I have to tell you is 5 letters: relax. Half of this stuff is just a bunch of crap. It's a political football. One side says this, one side says that. Here's the bottom line. In 3 years from today, and if you look back 8 years, half of IRS is going to be retired or left. Attrition. They're not replacing those people. So basically, 50 to 60% of the workforce is just replacing, okay, what's left IRS. You can't get through to IRS. You can't get your tax refunds. There's 5 million 1040s unprocessed. There's a bunch of stuff going on over and over and over, and you have no way to contact the IRS. You just can't. Sometimes it's 2-3 hours on the phone. The 87,000 so-called SWAT team and IRS auditors knocking on your door isn't true. The IRS computer systems run on a 1960s COBOL system. There's fewer COBOL system operators. They have 60 platforms. IRS does not even speak to each other. You have multiple layers of people to call to get multiple layers of really different things. Half that money is going to operations and other things. Not all this money is going to armed IRS agents. Only criminal investigations are allowed to carry guns. They don't even use their damn guns. When we were there, we used to laugh. They may as well have had squirt guns. Very few cases a year does CI, criminal investigation, use their cases. They work about 3,200 cases a year. I don't know one time when I was in the Fort Lauderdale office that the CI ever used their gun, because they're not going out to some criminal enterprise where they're not going to know. Usually everyone knows what's going on. I will tell you why they bought that ammunition is really way beyond me. It makes absolutely no sense. It's really fraudulent government spending. The IRS doesn't need any more bullets or guns than they have right now. They don't use them. They're never going to use them, and they're not going to war, and they're not going out your house with a gun. An IRS auditor doesn't even carry a gun. The first year IRS phase-in is only 15%, and it takes over the next 10 years between all these phase-ins are going to happen. I will probably tell you right now, one out of every 300 people to 500 people will this even have an effect on. And let me tell you where you're going to have an effect and why you could be audited. If you're filing a false tax return, the IRS's computer system is going to pick that up. If you're taking excess credits, IRS is going to pick that up. If you're filing a self-employed or corporation tax return that fall out of the national averages, your tax return is going to pick up. If you have not been audited to date because you're filing the clean returns as you should, this is never going to go ahead and affect you. It isn't. This is a political football going back and forth. The Democrats say that we need all this money for IRS. That's true. The Republicans go ahead, on the other hand, says all these IRS armed agents are knocking at your door for audits. I'm an independent, but that's not true what the Republicans are really saying. The IRS needs a lot of money for operations and support, to answer the phones, to get you refunds, to implement the credits, and to stop fraudulent filing. If you file a relatively clean return and you haven't been audited in the past, chances are you're not going to get audited anymore. So don't believe the bull crap that these people are telling you. It's all a bunch of bullshit. It really is. So don't worry. If you have a true IRS problem, call me. I'll give you a consultation. But if not, don't worry about all this media stuff. You can bank on it. By the way, if this information was helpful, please give me a subscription. Don't believe half the crap that's coming out. I appreciate. Oh, there's a little bell for subscription. Why do I need that? Because YouTube thinks it's cool. So if they think it's cool, I think it's cool. Have a good one.